is my dawn declaration. Define expectations, inspired to aspire to higher elevation. Started at Genesis, read the entire Revelation. Dedication, meditation, and some fire medication. Judge a prophet and a poet, both body reputation. Fanatically practice, perfection requires preparation. I go hard, like this could be the last chance. Romance the spotlight, treat it like the last dance. May I remind you, inclined to go overboard over mine. But tonight I'm on this open mic with an open mind. Always try, let it fly, ain't care where it fell. Never say goodbye, but we'll tell her farewell. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. And just so y'all know for sure that I'm serious, y'all can put this right before the period. She slipped the digits, I hit her with a digi-card. She came to visit, hit it hard by the mini bar. I made her roar like the engine in my Hemi car. Way before she came to listen to my seminar. Every time I'm done, she always want more. Keep a contour in her back for the encore. I paint a picture like we was playing Pictionary with perfect diction. I take you through the dictionary, y'all can have an introduction and an intermission. They finna listen for it's finished, just a benediction. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I used to tell my testimony to the whole church. Now I stepped into the cipher once I soul search. Visualize the pain I'm bearing when it's verbalized. No more rehearsal, now you're staring in my herbal eyes. Turned them on, they all turned around, returned to lies. Despise this truth that I eternally internalized. How I hate her, laugh now, cry later. Why hate a player when I'm just getting my paper? Your dialogue, that's a lot of lies to digest. Until I die, I guess I'ma have to digress. Chase the pain like she the one that got away. Remy shot a day, that's all I really gotta say. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. Never know how love will go.
Can't stand off the liquor. Can't understand what he's saying like Twister. 7 grams in his hand, still trying to twist up. Niggas like, damn, with the pipe it done mixed up. A case of Jay-Z, 3 leaves of sweet. The scoop is in my pocket, watch the cheetah produce. Hit the blue boom, let the demons loose. Smell of sulfur on the mic when I breathe in the booth. I got him curling toes, trying to squeeze in the boots. But to get where I'm at, you might need a boost. With anything close competition, maybe to them, but to me's another reason to shoot. Plus the probation with the sheriff is done. I'm licensed up, got back the register's done, so I can murder every DJ. Soon as your record is sponge, seal the case and get the register sponge.
If you are the flesh, then I am the bone. When you back out, still go on. Don't see me stopping, so you think it's hard to believe. I'm something like a hero. I'm stronger than you. Like a hero.
I
I puff on the fruity branch, clutch figures move with champs, bust on the booty clan, plus get that booty tang, rush in and do your camp. Us niggas cool as fans, touch wisdom, rule the land. Tough kids is hooligans, struck when I do advance. Lust for them new sedans, plus rooms and dudes that glare. I'm rough, y'all should move in pairs. Mad women like them now, black down with spider now. Master the tiger style, I'm faster than cycles. Wow. I'm deep and I'm so moist, don't beef with me, homeboy. I leave you with no choice, speak with a gold voice. 7 steps to darkness, that's right. Rhetoric is flawless. Where did they get this author? Heaven sent them for you. Y'all click sweeter than cough drops, I'm sick. What I spit is equal to smallpox. And they believe in they all pop before drop. Before the greatness of artists is more hot.
If you are the flesh, then I am the bone.
DJ.
You think it's hard to believe. I'm stronger than you.
No brain, I was trained in the truth. I bang in the booth, drop the top on the coupe and let the rain in the roof. Might take a brief moment to roll me a blunt. Put the flame to the front right before I chief on it. I don't run from the beef, I done fought with the pork. You ain't punching no lungs, you was caught with a fork. Obscene speaking, must wanna see my green fall. Problem with the homie, should've kept it between y'all. I take it personal, the bitter with the sweet. I still jump out on feet with the spitter in the street. I see a few thousand every couple of lines. I'm on the grind, rap just one hustle of mine. You find it difficult to swallow my hood rep. Looking pitiful, trying to follow my footsteps. With Doja, that's twice as gay as 4 fags. No pass, I want your ass on toe tag.
If you are the flesh, then I am the bone. When you back out, still go on. Don't see me stopping, so you think it's hard to believe. I'm stronger than you.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
I'm here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, wake and bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
I can't think without a whole zone. It's almost gone, but don't think about the ozone. I ain't ate all day, but I'm so blown. Tell the DJ to throw on a slow song. My life is what the po-po press for. South Central is so stressful. In the city of the bombest herbs. The only way to loc know the calmest nerves. Females say I'm a conceited nothing. No good, only call when in need of something. It's a thin line between the love and the lust. Should never have young cuz in the cuffs. Gotta be cool with them first advances. Working in these uncertain circumstances. Fake ballin' had you broke with a buzz. Pump your brakes, come smoke one with us. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come on. Come smoke one with us. Come on. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come smoke one with us. I get high as the heights that I'm reaching to. Put a few in the air for Big Meech and Blue. Grind hard through the middle of the night. Shit, I might see a little of the light. I never sleep, barely get some rest. I swallow my blood before I hit some stress. Roscoe's on the east, a hit to west for jacks. Pockets fat, I just hit for racks. Yeah, that's where I can get some clothes at too. It's already 1 and it close at 2. Fast lane, ballin' out, racing the range. Gangbanger, all about chasing the change. I'm icy, judge and the jury. Ain't trying to see the judge and the jury. Eastie, represent the E&S, but I still Baymac like BMF. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come on. Come smoke one with us. Come on. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all.
Come smoke one with us. Listen, come smoke. Hey, look. Get money every day like it's no thing. Buy a zone of that cushion, smoke the whole thing. Rolled up deuces, carry 4-5s. Off a half a gram of kush, but we so high. South Central where they murder with no alibi. Do walk-ups and don't respect drive-bys. We some young killers, still some fly guys. Neighborhood near Puzzle and SPI. We rich roller coaster cribbing, that's our lifestyle. And that explains why my neck and wrist iced out. Smoke big blunts, and ride luxury. A nigga beat his bitch up cause she was fucking me. And then I beat the pussy up and told her it'll be alright, just tell me every time he mention me. Yeah, and that's just how it's meant to be. It's an in-hood thing, Slauson after century. Yeah.
And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come on. Come smoke one with us. Come on. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come on. Come smoke one with us. Come on, come on. Come smoke one with us. Come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang in here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, man.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty, no mistaking the station. They making them statements, we waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway, BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box, we never put feelings over facts. Bay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, gang.
You can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gon' start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, bang.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. The show is a blessing. To be here in the black box and blow us a session on a Saturday morning. Happy Sabbath to those that get down. Oh, my mama, we got a word of the day. Y'all know how we do. The word of the day is euphemism. Euphemism. Oh, you don't know. Oh, it's stumbled up right here. Euphemism is a agreeable or inoffensive word or phrase that is used instead of one that may offend or suggest something unpleasant. The euphemism passed on is often used to communicate the unpleasant news that someone has died. Euphemism. How many of you guys knew what euphemism meant already? Look at this. Slim Bad.
Hey, what's up, man? What's the deal, huh?
Hey, you live on the Get Down, cuz. We on the... Yeah, you on the...
my celly, cuz I knew you was pulling that off, cuz you...
On the set. Hey, y'all, I just want to let everybody know. Remember my nephew called in not too long ago? And he was like, cuz, I know you heard what happened. Whoop-de-whoop. This is my low. EC song again. Walk the yard with Slim Bad. This is my low from 59th Street, right? Remember my nephew was like, yeah, the police were trying to rough him up. And the police arm got broke. My nigga out the hole though, cuz I know you don't do too much talking to the people. My nigga got a whole bunch of time. You can say what you want to him though. You live on the mic though.
I'm live on the mic. Hey, put you on your the YouTube channel?
On the set, yeah.
Okay. All right, listen. what you talking about? What's the topic today, man?
Hey, we was talking about. Hey, you heard about that LAPD that was off duty that got killed? Yeah, you heard about who did it? Not who did it, but who they arrested?
Who?
They arrested some F13'S for
Yeah?
it. Yeah. So I was gonna talk about that and some other little random stuff. Just doing our thing though. But it's always time to pause when the real one tap in. You dig a lot? Hey, my nigga ain't really no media type nigga. You dig a lot? It's like, for those that, you know, got the opportunity to do your research, Lil Slim Bad, 59th Street. It's my comrade, it's my brody. You know what I'm saying? My day uno.
You already know, man. Who all on there?
It's a gang. It's a gang of people. They in the chat room. They shouting you out. My nigga Blue Smurf, my artist. Remember you just asked me about Cuz the other day. He in the chat room. He say salute to you. You dig a lies?
Man.
Yeah, he saying they hear you. They hear everything you saying is being heard. So I know that's why you're a little tongue tied. On God though, hey, on my mama, cuz when I was a young nigga, like in the pen, like I used to hit laps with this nigga Cuz and rapping Cuz ear and tell Cuz I'm a rap. Cuz used to make me rap too, like Cuz, hey, say that one. What's that one here? Know a few lines up out of certain raps. He'd be like, say this one, Cuz, say that one. This my low though, Lil Slim Bad though, Cuz. You live on the line. We in the black box. Y'all know how we do. We keep it to Google. It be live. It be real easy. Just cause my nigga tapped in and called in, I'ma do this for him. Cause everybody I name in this song, I hold in very high regard. And there's no way in the world I could have made this song and left my low name out. Love you, Crip.
Love you too, man.
This is J.P. Banks Music.
When you're sticking to the script, it's a lonely road. Before they left the hole, tank the big homie told. He know the way this testimony hold. On that low foe, they gon' politic on him cold. SPI Bank EC for really though. Used to really go, ask my nigga Chili Mo. Had a cold gun game, crazy knuckle up. Bust on enemies with baby double up. Back and forth with the main streets on 98. Q9 cell, me and Lil Johnny Ray. Posted up on Colton with a big ratchet. Way before Lil Wayne threw on that snitch jacket. Walked the yard with Slim Bad, what up big Drac? Gave them back they L cuz you did that. Love my lokes even if we don't interact. Lil Mont, Baby Psych and Lil Black. EC. 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 97th Street, smack dead in the Middle East. Fuck the police for King Ron and Lil Reese. Tell the truth, SP3 never lack rhymes. Sometimes feel I might die behind my rap lines. We ain't in Malibu now, we in Maui. Baby Pie, EC, Bear, me and Wowie. Tico, Kiko, EC Red. Still can't believe Frankie and CC dead. Come to putting in work, did more than a little dirt. Airbrush shirt. Big Milk, Lil Merc, Lil Box, Baby Ant, both souls, all the coops. First Street to 24 when we call the troops. Lost a legend when we buried Bug. Coach love to the riders that carry Cuz, never seen it coming. Was a little foul, still took heart though. My hat off to Lil Owl, EC. 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 Big Spot and Lil Spotter both got an Ezel. Tiny Spotter got 19, rest in peace, Ezel. Shouts to the females representing EC. The brownies to the quotas, rest in peace, TT. Big Tommy son on the 7, that's Day Pops. Me and mine never bow down to J-Box. And that's the coldest crip a nigga ever met. Coldest crip I ever heard about, better yet. 33rd Neverary, only time a nigga ran. On the land, go ask my nigga Ran. ECG unit, came up a little show. Got told on by that nigga Lil Show. Went on TV, the homies did BT Ugly. Got love for Infinite and Lil EC Buzzy. For death though, that mean to my dying day. EC, that's all I've been trying to say. EC. 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 Shout out Lil Slim Bad. EC. All the homies that's down. All the homies resting. EC. All the homies riding. EC. All the homies that's in another phase of life. Taking care of business, taking care of themselves. Appreciate all the homies. What's the best for everybody on my mama. Especially the homies like Lil Slim Bad on that 4-yard. Homies like Lil Johnny Ray just came home from doing 18. Yeah, I don't know how much y'all knew about the officer that got killed in LA. I found the story real interesting. A lot of y'all know I listen to talk radio. Something I've been doing for years, ever since I had young kids and was conflicted with having them listen to the music that we be listening to in the car, right? So I got into a habit of listening to talk radio, and they have been covering this story about an off-duty officer who was out and about doing something innocent, like shopping for a house with his girlfriend, something of that nature. And he became a victim of a robbery apparently, and there was a shootout where not only was he shot and lost his life, but someone amongst the robbers also was shot, and I believe a weapon was left on the scene. And that's the way the story was coming across as it developed on talk radio. Shout out to Vicious V, Skyping in live, joining us, co-hosting today, Real Near Radio official member. But the story, as I listened to the story for over about a week on talk radio, the details was coming out bit by bit, and you was just hearing this, that, and the other. Always leaves you to wonder, damn, I wonder what kind of cats these was and what the whole scenario was. And can't lie, there's just a natural feeling of, man, I hope they wasn't black. Although there's also a natural assumption that they were black, because it seemed like it was reported the dude was robbed by gang members for 2 Chainz. The way they kept saying 2 Chainz, you couldn't help but think about the rapper, but for 2 Chainz, and I believe it was a watch or something simple. I don't want to name this the other item. It could have been a phone even, but come to find out, they wasn't. They was some essays from F13 that apparently did it, because that's who's arrested for it. And why I found this so interesting is because they took the opportunity. I don't know if y'all know what's going on in California with the district attorney, but there's been a recall effort going on for some time, because he is very lenient apparently when it comes to charging crime in California. There's all type of uprising crime according to the numbers apparently, and they blame it on the fact that he does not prosecute. And they had a press conference that they were playing clips of on the talk radio as to where the officers that was over the case in the jurisdiction, that Skype got us like, because it ain't even buffering, it's solid green, but it's still doing that old BS. I guess that's the Skype, like, that's BB. I hate the way that look, y'all. I really apologize. Let me see something. I'm gonna take it out to see if it rectified, and if it do, we're gonna have to do something else, man. Let me see, man. Let's see if that do anything. Well, it might even be just having it on the computer. Let's see, man. Let me shut that down. I'm gonna have to shut the homie down. That wasn't the plan, but I think it got us like with that jitters, you dig alive. But hopefully that'll smooth it up. But anyway, it just blew my mind that, all right, they had a press conference and they were saying that because this particular district attorney has a reputation of being lenient on crime, that they reached out to the feds and asked the feds would they mind picking up the charges and charging these dudes in this case. I'm like, dang. So they were able to just take it out the hands of the local jurisdiction, approach the feds. The feds accepted it, and now they getting charged with, I forget what the word is. Was it the Vicar? They got a law where, bottom line, it's racketeering over a chain to where it was a robbery. And the way they steady trying to like, he's still on there, huh? Dang, the way they steady trying to make it sound like, they trying to make it sound like, they trying to make, hey, hang it up, Vicious. It got us like buffering. They trying to make it sound like the robbery escalated based on the fact that the people that did the robbery just did some BS and took it to another level. This is how I've heard tons of clips from different people at press conferences, all the people reporting it on talk radio. It's a tragedy that the man lost his life, regardless. However, they always report it with the twist and try to leave out the fact that there was gunfire going both ways. And that just causes me to believe, this is what I imagine. I can imagine, had the off-duty police, who didn't apparently wasn't no police, don't seem like they knew he was didn't know that he knew he was a police. Had he just, and I'm not saying nobody should do this, but had he just surrendered the items, because they keep reporting like he complied and surrendered the items. But I don't understand how it turned into a gunfight if he didn't initiate it. It sounds like to me, cuz gave up his pieces, and then when they tried to get away, he got the busing and they bust back. And he got the worst of the gunfight that would have never probably taken place if he would have just, he's a police officer, got the license plate, got a good description, and then went that route. I'm just saying. However, they are approaching the situation as if, because they keep saying that a simple robbery turned into a murder, they're saying it's just unthinkable. I agree. However, what triggered the transference from it being a robbery to a murder? Was it the robbers being extremely reckless and disregarding human life? I doubt that was the scenario. It sounds like the off-duty cop may have fell into a hero mode, which if everything goes correct, you can applaud, or look what he did. However, just think, a robbery, the prescription for a robbery by law is not loss of life. So if the robbery was completed and now you're making an exit, I don't know how justified an officer off duty or anyone else is shooting at someone fleeing, especially in California. In other states it may differ, but I don't believe you're allowed in California to fire at someone who's fleeing from already having robbed you. And it seems like that might have been more of a trigger to, and yeah, it was like I was really hoping that it wasn't black initially, because it was always reported that the name was like Officer Romero, and it's, you know, racial tensions and different issues that always arise. I could just imagine us as a community, we could do better without that being the scenario. So I was really hoping for that reason, if not any other reason, that it wasn't a black. And I'm glad it wasn't a black, but I'm just tripping on this too. This the line when it becoming the Hispanic officers that you be seeing, the Latins. Just to hear off duty and they robbed him because he looked like he was probably a street dude, 2 chains, the swag. It typically, other race officers, when they outside of uniform, don't blend in to, some do, there's exception to every rule, but I know at least in my community, very often, even in uniform, when the Hispanic officers push up on you, when you find out it's a such thing as the executioners in the Compton Sheriff's Department, it's like, no, shh. I've been bumping into them for years, unidentified. But yeah, you know, rest in peace to the off-duty cop though.
RJ on the beat.
Turn to the news and they got
Usually the crew won't move through the eulogy. You'll be plotting, popping, you a G. Who shooting, who driving, you and me. EC, keep that between you and me. That was folks, not least 2 or 3. Streets talk, just watch, you will see. On the set, never charge you a fee. And unless you agree, you a ye. Never been scared, never been phony. Every enemy in the area know me. Everywhere I go, I carry it on me. Cemetery ceremony, buried at home. Blue chucks, obituary struck up. Hope the preacher hurry up and shut the fuck up. View the murder victim, single file line. Violent vengeance, only thing on my mind. Murder.
I don't know. Please tell me why they had to kill him. I don't know. But this is murder in my city. Murder in my city. This is murder in my city. Murder in my city. Yeah.
Murder in My City available on all digital platforms. My boy Vicious V had tapped in to co-host via Skype. For some reason, it was causing a very bad connection, so we got him live on the line. The lines are open. We got a caller from the 562 on here with me and Vicious V. What's happening, 562? What it do?
Hey, what's going on?
Can't call it, man. Just sitting here trying to break bread with my good peoples in the Google gang. What's happening with you?
Yeah, I just, this caught my attention when I seen you speaking on this because that's what I woke up to. I scrolled through my YouTube and I peeped how they took that from out the local jurisdiction and tried to make it a fair case, but I didn't really see any federal, laws being broken. It's like they picking and choosing and going above and beyond what, is legal. And it just, it really fucked with me because when Jackie Lacey was in there, they didn't have a problem with it because he was a copsucker. And she let them motherfuckers get away with all kind of shit. And now she finally got about that seat, and now they got somebody who is somewhat type of fair and for the people, and now they want to go past that guy. But when the shoe was on the other foot, and the cops was getting away with all that shit, rest in peace, 04, rest in peace, Dante.
Thank you.
They didn't have nothing to say about them cops.
And
they didn't have nothing to say about
what makes it federal?
When the DA was on that bullshit, and now they got somebody that's really trying to fight for the people, and now they don't trust that old DA. That's a crock of shit.
So what causes it to become federal with this particular loss of life is because he was employed as a police officer. Because there's murders connected to petty crimes and petty theft and petty robberies in these areas every day, all day, that are not referred to the federales. But here it is because this dude was employed as an officer. And like you say, when the roles are reversed and an officer is, and I got a video that I'm not even sure we can play. I'm going to play it right now because it's pertinent. Blue Jay on the line too, Real Near Radio in full effect. However, this video might get flagged because I this happened in a small town in New York, Catskill, New York. However, if you hear the backdrop to the story, these officers know this individual. They went to high school with him, football, all that. Very small town. He's kind of like showing his ass in the police station. He, because he's drunk, big dude, took some sanitizer and squirted it on himself. When he squirted it on himself, they tased him. He caught on fire. They 3 deep. The police 3 deep in there. The fire is small if you do it in relation to 4 people and only one person's on fire. It's a small fire initially. They ran out the room, peeked around the corner, watched him struggle with this fire until he finally put it out, and then you see the door opening like they finna come in. They deserted him. And I don't know the outcome to this point, but no charges have been filed at the time of this video. So we gon' just, this different area, but just law enforcement, life. These dudes, as soon as they were arrested, it hadn't been a week, they went over the head of the local authorities to the feds. Here it is, these officers, we have video footage of them showing no respect for the life that was being lost upon their negligence. They watched this man put this flammable substance on him, and then they engaged him with a flammable, watch this, check it out. Shocking video.
Three of the officers tried to talk to Jones as he started pacing around. He stopped, grabbed the sanitizer, squirted it on his head and shoulders, seeming like he was trying to cool off. That's when the officers cornered Jones. They pointed a taser at him, and they deployed the weapon. Jones engulfed into flames. This footage is disturbing.
Dude died 45 days later and has yet to be some charges filed. What say y'all?
Dude died. It's cold.
One of y'all got to turn me down in the background. Now, how do you view the fact that all three of those officers have not been arrested and charged? Not only did they
because you know they got that blue shield. They really that wall is real, and when it works in their favor, they with that. And as soon as they feel violated, they want to go above and beyond. You know, I'm gonna keep it short-winded, but that just kind of amazed me that they don't. This is y'all DA, this is y'all prosecutor. Y'all don't have no faith in your own prosecutor. Like that's some y'all got some bullshit going on in house. It seems like, to me, conflict, certain type of interest. I don't think it's right. I think they should put some faith in that DA. The fact that they talking about his lenient, they didn't have no problem with Jackie Lacey. Fuck Jackie Lacey. I just want to say that, get that on the air, and put it like that.
Hey, I appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate your energy, your perspective. You're always welcome when you see that number on there.
Indeed, for sure. Google Gang, Spider Love.
Google Gang, much love.
Jeter.
Hey, Vicious V, Blue Jay.
Yes.
Hey,
was anybody gonna help put the fire out?
That's my thing. That's my thing. I know rendering some type of aid should have been first and foremost in their mind. What y'all think about that?
Hey man, if he was black, we would really be upset. You feel me?
You know what?
If that man was black,
you know what?
We'd think they was being racist.
I mean, I feel like he got treated like a black man. And I think the culture amongst officers that abuse their authority, sometimes black is just a more ready reason to be the animal that they are, but they're that animal within anyway. And black is just an easy way to get a release, because you know you're more likely than not going to be held accountable. You typically know if you exact some of that same activity onto your own kind, you're probably going to have more of an issue. But it still bleeds over. We see it right here. Oh my mama.
And it's like even when the police do something dirty or allow one of their own to do something dirty, similar to what Trayvon Martin did, they looked up that man's whole backgrounds and his life story about how he used to get into it with people and argue and fight or whatever, just to justify Zimmerman killing that boy. It's like they'll do anything to cover up their own.
But look at the comparison once again. Trayvon Martin wasn't allowed to fight Zimmerman back, who was already advised by law enforcement not to follow or pursue him. An armed predator, he was not allowed to stand his ground, and George Zimmerman was able to win the case on standing his ground. However, Kyle Rittenhouse is not guilty. Trayvon Martin was guilty to the tune where his murder was justified. So he was guilty of something. They had court on Trayvon Martin to free George Zimmerman, because there's no way you can kill a young, unarmed child that's not bothering you, a minor, and be not guilty of murder. It's just impossible. So unless that person was guilty of something prior to you taking his life. So for some reason, Trayvon Martin was guilty and Kyle Rittenhouse is not. It blows my mind.
Exactly, and that's what I was saying with the Trayvon Martin situation. Like they dug up his history through like social media messages and whatnot, and from what it looked like to them, what they were saying, like, you know, he was a young boy that got into altercations and arguing with people, and
they had the nerve to mention. I don't know if it was in the system at that time. I believe it was, or he just took it at one point or another. But they had the nerve to include the fact that he at one point or another used marijuana. It blew my mind.
Yeah, it's like they'll do anything and use anything just to cover up their own, like no matter what. Like that's just ridiculous. But that,
I see it.
Hey.
Huh? Go ahead, Blue Jay.
Go ahead. Go ahead, big brother. Go ahead.
I often see a meme that say our mistake was not getting Zimmerman. As far as a lot of the things we saw take place since then, and a lot of the justice we find ourselves fighting for, and a lot of the times we be surprised with the outcome of a lot of these situations. I think that was a pinnacle moment. I don't know if that word is applicable in that place. I believe it felt right.
Right.
But I feel like that's a pinnacle moment in the timeline of events that I kind of like felt like society knew that we couldn't have another Zimmerman before we had the outcomes of the George Floyds and some of these few other somewhat favorables. Not saying we're not going to get any more Zimmermans, but I think it's going to be coupled and accompanied by more apparently fair and just decisions as well.
Look, we got
this fool Isaiah Collier gonna say Emmett Till did not beat anyone. Don't compare him and Trayvon. We compare Emmett Till and Trayvon constantly. He's our ancestor and he lost his life just as senselessly. If Trayvon did beat someone, I praise the ancestors that gave him the strength to get that ass whooping before his life was taken, because in the process of him whooping that ass, he was doing what George Zimmerman beat the case on. He was standing his ground. He was assaulted. He was preyed upon. He was attacked. He was chased down. He was fearful. So if he did beat somebody, I wish Emmett Till had the action to give out an ass whooping before they did him so big, though so bad. Get up out of here with that BS. Go ahead, homie. You get back to what you were saying.
Yeah, I think with Emmett Till, when they like a lot of them, then he like they said the lady
somebody must have it's seemingly what took place in the chat room. Somebody said something to show love toward Emmett Till and Trayvon Martin in the same sense, and he called himself correcting them. Don't put them in the same sentence because Emmett Till ain't beat nobody. Man, get up out of here with that. If he coulda, he woulda. If he coulda, he woulda. And what?
Yeah, he was young, but I don't mean to tangent. I just think
the white lady lied and George Zimmerman lied. If you think George Zimmerman beat that case telling the truth about giving his account of what took place when all we have is his word, you crazy as a mug. Ain't nowhere in the world. He tracked that boy down, hunted that boy down, chased that boy down, engaged that boy. At that point, Stand Your Ground says that boy had the right to engage him. So whatever happened from that point on, it's all Zimmerman's fault. I don't see how he beat that, bro. That hurts my heart.
I wonder why the community don't get involved. You know what I mean? I'm trying to read between the lines. I wonder why the community don't get involved with things like that.
I'm gonna tell you. There is no community. There is no community. Community has to be something that is constructively progressing as a unit consistently through all times, not just come together in times of crisis. That's when you have chaos. And if you look at our history in this country, it was never, every time we have established a very healthy, strong sense of community, it's been at times prior to us. You see, such as Black Wall Street and things of that nature. There have been systematic events that cause it not to be anymore. And I think even when we tend to think we have a sense of community because we have small clusters of successful people that reside around one another. There's not community because there's no collective effort to make preparations for the next generation. So when it's time for chaos or it's time for a crisis and we all come together, even though all of our hearts are broke, even though we all are angry, we're still not a community. We're just a collection of people who are upset, and we all come out and ha ha ha, and once the emotion is gone, that lack of community causes us all to dissipate back into what we were doing. While other cultures are exercising in communal activities constantly. Where's the black bank? Where's the black market? Where's the black hospital? We have no community.
Is Atlanta the closest thing to a black Wall Street? I'm not comparing it. I'm just saying, is Atlanta the closest thing because you got a lot of successful black people in one conference? You think
from my limited knowledge of the geographical layout of financial black people, from what I can take in and just perceive, I would tend to agree with that. Closest we think we probably can call.
Hey, OG, check this out. I want to add on to what you just said earlier and whatnot. When we have a collective of people that's supposed to be a part of a community, I'm going to give you one perfect example. Going back to what I said before about the, who is it?
Don't do it.
The football player.
It'll come back to you.
I'm trying to. Damn! I hate I get stumbled in my word because it was on the tip of my tongue, and I know Blue Jazz said something, and it threw me off. Damn! I hate that. I had a perfect example.
With Atlanta Black Box. Black Wall Street. Atlanta being like a close knit group of people that's successful. That's down there. That's networking.
George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin, Emmett Till.
Emmett Till, right.
It was a football player who played for the 49ers.
Kaepernick?
He threw on the football. Yes, Kaepernick. I apologize, y'all. I apologize. Let me give you an example using Colin Kaepernick. Okay, when he started kneeling, he started doing the kneeling in respect of all of our fallen black people throughout the country. Okay, at that time, the NFL had comprised of about 85% black players. 85%. If everyone would have joined in and took a knee along with Kaepernick, it could have been some sort of change. Yes, it's football, but it's a start. It's a start to something. And while everyone that was getting their money in that same league, everyone's, oh no, I ain't finna kneel with that. They like where their paychecks is coming. So nobody wanted to kneel. So it's easy to get rid of one or two people and silence them. But when you have a whole group of people that could have made a change and you bagged out, that tells me a whole lot about you because they like where their paychecks is coming from.
You know where your point is made extremely valid right now with current events?
Yes, sir.
Major League Baseball is amidst a lockout. They've attempted to meet on 2 occasions and they can't, the players and the owners, and they can't stand to meet for more than an hour at a time. It's been months. The players that are sitting out don't give a what y'all talking about. And the issues are not the issues that Kaepernick were kneeling about. However, the issues matter that much to these millionaires. They're rich and they want more. I don't know if it's just directly financial conditions or what considerations they're debating over. However, they're not satisfied and they're saying we're not coming to work until we see the appropriate type of compensation. And I see exactly what you're expressing could have been exercised with this issue. Very much so. Very much so.
And then on top of that, with that, you even have people, even some of the fans, had the audacity to make it seem like, oh, Colin Kaepernick, he just doing that for publicity reasons, whatnot. He because his team ain't winning. It ain't got nothing to do with that. So your record in the league matters if you really like about your movement or whatnot. That's what don't make no sense to me. But then that type of thinking right there, sometimes with our people, has been pissing me off for years and for a long time. That's been pissing me off. I hate that. Your record. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, what you think about Kyrie Irving? You know, he stood firm.
Okay, that's a good question because that's connected to my next. That's connected to my next thought because I don't want us to lose sight of the.
Right.
Even though it may seem like everybody to jump on board with Kaepernick, the NFL didn't bow down. I don't want to lose sight of the impact he caused and the other people we see taking a stance since then, and how now the ears are open more. They can't afford to do the next person exactly like they did Kaepernick, and that is why we applaud the efforts of Kaepernick because they were not useless, they were not futile. We can't reflect on how much more effective they would have been had more people chose to participate just based on the fact that they're us. It was done for us. However, historically, that has not been the case, and we know we're in that, especially in that community, those people are being appeased. When we talk about how's nigga feel, nigga, if you had to play some, these are the people with all the perks and the extras. However, Major League Baseball of all the three major sports have the least of us in it. And look how comfortable the collective is to sit down on their ass when they got an issue. 818, is that my boy Jay, Real Nigga Radio?
And they make money.
Hey, they make the most money.
And they make the most money.
They make the most money, put out the least physical effort.
Yep.
And they're the most willing to say, kiss my, let's get it right. So, hey.
Yep.
Hey, Jaquez 1229 said, first live I came into, just want to show love and keep going, bro. YouTube got some real people on the platform. Much love, Jaquez, for the lighting up the screen. We always appreciate that. I think that's my boy Jay and my boy Eastside Herb. What's happening?
What's that shit? Top of the morning to you, homeboy.
Top to you too, Jay, man. Appreciate your patience, always.
Always, Spider Luck. It's always good to hear your voice and see you, homie. You keep it 100 on here, Spider Luck. I'm tapping in with you, fam.
Appreciate it. I ain't gonna correct him this time. I did him like that last time. But we keep it at Google.
I know it.
It'll kick in on him.
Yeah, that's why I know. That's what I know. I know it. I know it because I know what he's trying to say. But we say it on purpose the way we say it. He already know it. Eastside Herb, what's happening? It's me, you, Blue J, Jay, and Vicious V. Real Near Radio. Well, that's when it's y'all and me. What you gonna tell us, Herb?
Shout out Eastside Herb.
Loud and clear.
Hey, Eastside in the building. Eastside in the building. Much love, much love. Hey, Chili, just tapping in, man, on the early tap in. I see you on your little rapity-apity, you know. I see you over there on that side of the mountain doing what you do. And I'll be seeing you in a couple hours. You know, it's one of them off days, so I'm just tapping in. You know how it is, chilling mode. But, yeah, I was seeing y'all talk about that all for one for all, man. And we ain't got none of that no more, man. We ain't got none of that no more, man. We need to bring that back to the forefront.
What's the all for one for all in the spirit of what specifically are you referring to? Oh, when we talking about the Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, we know we gonna throw that fist up. You know, we just go stand there on that podium.
But I mean, when it comes to reality, what else do you have time to put any energy into? Just think about this. Your daily everything. You get up to get out, to take care of your business, appreciate your blessings, and generally bless as many as you can. Not that you out chasing, hey, can I help you? But you got a general energy with the world, with your loved ones or anything drastic. If you encounter something and you got a Band-Aid, you're not going to just hold it. You're going to, whoa. What else can you find your mind with black daughters, black mothers, black sisters, and black sons? When you encounter another black man, we're just going to start there. And it can spread out to everybody from there. But at least there, at this point in life, what other thought can cross your mind other than, hey, what's up? How you doing? We'll have a good one. Hope your mother, your brothers, your daughters, and your sons is okay. What else could, I don't understand how anything else can enter your brain.
It ain't nothing else, Tilly. You just put it right. I'm glad you said it just how you said it, bro. Cause guess what? It ain't nothing else, bro. It's a nod. It's a deuce. It's a fist.
it's the COVID. You don't want to be too close. Period. But it's a not.
Right.
You feel me? And it's keep on pushing. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's how
it ain't no time for no
that
angry
energy.
nothing.
I know. There's like glitches in the matrix and shit you can't avoid, but that energy seems to keep me cool with all men. Essays, white boys, you less encounter that type of whatever, but that seemingly is the universal male path. And I know what that gangbanging, I know what that is, but I'm just saying at this point in people at our stage in life, how does that even come up in your mind? Even when I bump into people and they be from sections, as long as we not right there in that section where shit get busy, and that's where I'm not gonna be, it's always a cool rapport. You feel me? It's never nobody gonna be on no BS.
Hey, they can't go stand his grounds, Right. Can't go stand his grounds, but yeah, they like you say, that's where cat ain't go be.
This is a question. This dude that had said the BS earlier, but this paragraph he typed here seemed to make a little more sense. He said, there were black communities all over the South until the Great Migration. We could have majorities in places like Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama if everybody out west and Midwest moved back home. You know what I think is going to be a more effective process of natural changing of these dynamics? If you listen to people like Umar Johnson, Brother Polite, Dick Gregory, which is a lot of content just from those three. There's other people of this class, but these are the top three that you could come across on YouTube that I've become familiar with. Melanated versus non-melanated. When you look at the concept of us being second class and being enslaved and in America not getting our due, it always has been considered due to the whole concept of white supremacy. Now, within this region, when based on colonization and conquering and wiping out the natives and things of that nature, they have become a dominant number in these regions. And then they went over and brought a lot of slaves to build this country with free labor. However, their rate of death and reproduction dictates that if the things continue accordingly the way they just naturally are, meaning people that are non-melanated continue to reproduce with melanated people at the rate they are, and non-melanated only reproduce with non-melanated people at the rate that they already are, and they don't increase that enormously and stop reproducing with melanated people with their natural death rate, they will eventually no longer be and it's not eventual that is immediate that we may see in our time, but it's not as far off in the future as you might think either. So there is a mathematical formula working out that says that, not saying black in particular, but melanated in general will be the majority even in this region, and a soon future, to the point where that's the only way I see that there will be more pockets of secure colored communities, because we'll have more of the overall say so. What's your thoughts on that, fellas?
They're gentrifying all the major cities, and they pushing the melanated people outward. So it's gonna be hard to kind of control the inner city.
But them as the non-melanated, the non-melanated are not having 4 and 5 children. They're just not doing it. And some of the non-melanated are having children with melanated, and that child is then considered amongst the melanated once you reproduce. Especially so that those factors there dictate that in the future there will be less and less non-melanated people to occupy the majority of the spaces. KD Psycho said 97 ways.
Us.
Katie Cycle, he's asked me to play 97 Ways earlier. He just asked me. Now he just broke bread and asked me. So we gonna give it up for the homie 97 Ways.
Right.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
100,000 feel like something when you're thumbing through it. Done it when some would say one would be dumb to do it. Running circles round rappers on their last lap. PayPal perhaps. Ass cap the cash app. Ass app is how I expect the next direct deposit. Positivity love phone posits check the closet. To say we touching paper is an understatement. Underground label running late, tell them run the payment. Executive decisions, check the balance. Time to monetize the talents, I accept the challenge. Memory a crazy tune, 111 days. Loco for my days, 97 ways.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
Unable to fake it, fuck how they take it. Heard about the meeting, I was able to make it. Just sick of watching Sherm heads squabble each other while the judge steady handing out lottery numbers. It go down year round, ain't gotta be summer. Life's a bitch and niggas never get apologies from her. Dumber, big and little homies frequently locking. Don't see no other options, that's the reason they flocking. SPI ain't the nigga, how you figure fat? Gift the gab, every gig get a bigger bag. Either name your price or it's appropriation. Finesse game, nigga nice with negotiations.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it.
Hey y'all, I want to play y'all a record, right? But I don't want to just play it. I played it in the intro. If you wasn't here when I first turned it on, you didn't hear it. This is a song called Last Word. I do not own the rights to this music. It's a record. Shout out to my boy Jerome in Arizona. I remember I did a film called Rollers. It was a pilot for a film, you know, or a series. We weren't quite sure, or they weren't quite sure. Rest in peace, Josh. That's where I met my white partner, Josh, on that project, my little partner. But anyway, throughout the process, shout out to my boy Big Trap too, who just had a very, very life-threatening battle with COVID and pneumonia and came out on the opposite side, healthy and victorious. We're glad you're on the side. Yes, Big Trap, formerly known as Crash.
God bless.
We shot a scene in Rollers where there was a guy that was trapped in a chair. And in my mind, it's a blur because also in the beginning of my relationship with Jerome, I got to cut his finger off in this scene in the movie. But also early on, I did some, he was a CEO and he had an artist and he broke bread with me to come to the studio and do features and all that in Arizona some years back. Shout out to my cousin Shanky because she plugged me with him then. I think that was the first time. And then the movie was a second time of meeting with him. Long story short, then he began to shoot his own films. He's had me appear in them. One of them is called Runners, I recall, where it was about some dudes who were selling dope, but they also was like coaches with running with the kids' youth track, and they was like hiding the dope in the batons and some shit like that. And I had a spot in that. And he also broke bread with me to do the title track for that project, Runners. Then some years later, which was not too long ago, right before COVID, he hit me out of nowhere, told me he had a new project called The Last Word. And he said The Last Word was a internet, YouTube spoken word show. called The Last Word, where people would get up and do spoken word, and he wanted a song for the project. I always love when I'm given like restrictions or parameters, and then I can go and create according to what I was given, kind of like a baker baking a cake. So this will give you some type of context of why I'm rapping what may seem kind of abstract, but the name of his show is Last Word, and this is his record. He paid in full outright, did it for him. Shout out Jerome. Much love. Let me know when the next project is. You know I'm ready on my mama. But this Last Word, y'all, this record, just keep in mind, was done to cater to a spoken word show called Last Word. Just Jay on, my boy Silent J on the beat.
This is my dawn declaration, define expectations, inspired to aspire to higher elevation. Started at Genesis, read the entire Revelation. Dedication, meditation, and some fire medication. Judge a prophet and a poet, both body reputation. Fanatically practice, perfection requires preparation. I go hard, like this could be the last chance. Romance the spotlight, treat it like the last dance. May I remind inclined to go overboard over mine, but tonight I'm on this open mic with an open mind. Always try, let it fly, ain't care where it fell. Never say goodbye, but we'll tell her farewell.
You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word.
And just so y'all know for sure that I'm serious, y'all can put this right before the period. She slid the digits, I hit her with a digicard. She came to visit, hit it hard by the mini bar. I made her roar like the engine in my Hemi car. Way before she came to listen to my seminar. Every time I'm done, she always want more. Keep a contour in her back for the encore. I paint a picture like we was playing Pictionary with perfect diction. I take you through the dictionary, y'all can have an introduction and an intermission. They finna listen for it's finished, just a benediction.
You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word.
I used to tell my testimony to the whole church. Now I stepped into the cipher once I soul search. Visualize the pain I'm bearing when it's verbalized. No more rehearsal, now you're staring in my herbal eyes. Turned them on, they all turned around, returned to lies. Despise this truth that I eternally internalize. I hate her, laugh now, cry later. Why hate a player when I'm just getting my paper? Your dialogue, that's a lot of lies to digest. Until I die, I guess I'ma have to digress. Chase the pay like she the one that got away. Remy shot a day, that's all I really gotta say.
You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. Go check out the last word. I'm not even sure. Good looking, homie. Last word. That's the name of the spoken word show. Shout out to Jerome. I'm not sure the status of the show. Like I said, it was sometime pre-COVID. I ain't been in touch with him. I don't know if it's still cracking. Maybe y'all can go look it up and tell me if you can even find the show, The Last Word. On my mama.
Hey, Blue Jay, stop blowing on your head up, man. Nah, for I got to, cuz. Hey, cuz, nah, for real though, cuz. Hey, you gotta know that. You gotta know that.
Yes.
Hey, I'm just talking shit. Hey, Tilly.
Yes, sir.
Hey, why we ain't got that unity out west? How when you go down south, everything just seems so Gucci. Like you know, right now it done got kind of bad than what it, you know, bad off than what it was. You know, they shooting everybody down there. But you know that down south a couple years ago, when you go down there, you just like, damn, I want to move down here.
No,
bro.
it's
like,
still you'll still go down south. It could be able to be out 3, 4, 5 in the morning and still feel better in certain areas. It go down in certain areas. Yeah, I have never been able to explain, other than just the simple gangbanging. I mean, that's all you can say. Why out here we've never been able to come together in groups and enjoy ourselves. It's like a plague. I don't know.
Right.
I don't get it, bro.
That's deep, bro.
It's such a deep thing.
OG, you mind if I say something real quick?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Go ahead. Please do.
Hey, if you don't mind, I just like just 3-4 minutes of the floor, if you don't mind. 3 or 4 minutes. I've been having something in my heart and in my chest. I just been needing to say for a minute, and I feel like that's the right time I want to do it.
We are on Real Near Radio. You are Vicious V. Your face appears on the cover, so do your thing.
Okay, this is how I've been feeling for the past couple of years. I told you before, you know, I've been a fan for a couple of years. And deep down inside, not so much the music or whatever, but I judge a man by their character and whatnot. And me being me, you know what I'm saying, I know a real one when I see one. But I also feel like the way the industry is, they ain't give you your proper shout out like you've been deserved for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And with me speaking about things like with the Colin Kaepernick situation, you know, people should have, you know, came together and been a part of that movement, and something could have changed or whatnot. So when I look at you, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So when I look at you, I feel like you a person who's been in the music industry for a minute, and great music, great personality, always kept it 100. And I feel like, you know, the music industry or anyone in particular have never really gave you your propers that you deserve. That's how I personally feel. So me being me, you know what I'm saying, no matter how hard I'm going in life with my kids and anything else I got going on, I aggressively, viciously support the Google gang along with you. So
appreciate it too.
Me saying this to everyone else that claim to be part of the Google gang, check in. And when I mean check in, I don't mean check in a negative sense of gangbanging, because I'm not a gangbanger. But when I say check in, I mean tap in, show some love, show support, buy merch, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to see you get somewhere that you deserve to be, where all the weenies are winning at, as we said before. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of people making it in certain areas in life that they didn't deserve it, whether they lied, cheated, stole, whatever, and got there. So me being me, and how I look at you, how I view you, like my nigga, and I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. You can call me a dick riding fan, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Because I talked to Nichols about this shit too. I personally feel like this. Like, you should have been at the top where you deserve to be. So everyone that claims to be part of the Google gang, nigga, check in. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
he is at the top.
I appreciate your passion. I appreciate your passion. I understand, you know, what you're saying, but I'm gonna tell you something from the bottom of my heart, and this finna fuck you up. Jeter, gratitude is the attitude, man. The only thing I'm guaranteed ever in life is the breath that I'm currently breathing. And I'm so engulfed in appreciating that breath, I have no time to appreciate or not be appreciative of anything that happened in the past. And definitely, I have very little time to be wishing I had another breath to come after this one. I'm loving this one. And this one is all right. Each one is sufficient. As long as I keep having them, I think that perhaps even from your perspective, you'll even see more of what you desire to see. But I want you to know, in the midst of the process of it all, I'm grateful. Gratitude is the attitude, my brother. I promise you that. I cannot even meet you on your level of disdain. I have analyzed the situation, if not as thoroughly, far more thoroughly than you have, because it's a personal experience of mine. And I still can't arrive to a position of disdain. When I laugh at, you know, a lot of scenarios, I'm really laughing at whether I'm on the outside of that room, and it may have appeared at one time I desired to be on the inside. I'm not laughing just because I'm on the outside. Even had I been in there, I'm in the corner laughing. Oh my Baba.
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas.
That's the truth, not just in the booth. I say that to the old folks and the youth. Good looking East Side Herb. I like that bright color. Oh my mama. Anybody else want to sprinkle us with along those thoughts?
I want to say that we already in motion. I remember back probably a little while ago. You was like machine in motion. The machine in motion. We already in motion.
Yeah, we ain't gonna harp on it. We ain't gonna harp on it, Blue Jay. To harp on it is to be like trying to convince somebody. I understand what the homie was saying, and then we already tapped in on it. It's all Gucci. That's the homie.
Hey, I remember when he came and got me off the block. Like, man, you ain't finna do this no more, man. We finna go live this other lifestyle, man. And then we just traveled the world, man. And we had a ball though. He took his boy off the block, man. I was a blocker, man.
Guess what, Chili?
I love the block, man. I used to just hug the block so much, man. I couldn't do nothing but hustle, man. My boy FBI like, hey, what you doing? Man, come check this out, man. We finna leave this alone right here, man. We finna go over here and enjoy this other lifestyle, man, and see what we can make of it, man.
He ain't had a prepaid phone since. He had a real bill, huh?
Now, you know how Cat used to run around, you feel me? Cat thought he was putting it all together, but then he ran into that other and it just went there, bro. But yeah, man, I salute you so much, Chili. You already know, bro.
Hey, no,
we just gotta just keep going.
Appreciate it, yeah. Likewise, like this is what I often gotta reflect on personally, and then not as often, but I have shared in the past with others. Bro, I was 17, guilty of charges, looking at life. I had multiple niggas turn state evidence on me. I had one crime, he took a deal for like 20 plus years. I was in Huntsville, Alabama. It was a wrap. I had earned that. The deal was take 18 years with 85%. If you fight and lose, you get life. I ain't take the deal. I did not have to suffer any of the consequences that I had earned in the long run. I look at every experience, every day, free, alive, all that, just from that one incident in my life. Everything post that, I'm a grandfather. So from me throwing my life away back then, I earned it. I threw it out there. It was over with. And the universe, the creator, gave it back to me and gave me a chance to still be what I'm doing right now. I got a lyric in a record called Cruise Control that I have yet to release. And it say, through the years I done made so many shitty decisions, hard to believe I'm still sitting in such a pretty position. On my mama, like, the life that you may look at and think that there's more to desire, I live and appreciate it with so much gratitude because I know what I actually earned. I knew when I threw this motherfucker away, I threw it away way back then. So I'm on borrowed time and I'm appreciating every moment of it, my nigga.
Of course, I understand completely.
I'm not speaking to anyone in particular. No need to rebuttal from a personal perspective, anyone.
No. I was saying like just me personally, and maybe I might be on the outside looking in. I'm just one of the people where I see a lot more in you, and it just goes so much farther. I mean, I might be fumbling my words though, but I just want you to see that I have a great appreciation of you just being a man and be about your word and standing on that.
I appreciate that.
Before, when you sticking to the script, it's a lonely road.
See, these are the things. See, look. When you start quoting me, and then you start saying things like that, quoting those lines in particular, and then you start seeing your projected vision for what I'm doing, and as far as it being inclusive with others and all that, you're gonna have to start realizing when you quote me, I said that for a reason.
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas.
Right.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for you to visualize what you visualize coming true, and me sticking to the principles that I stick to. It don't, oil and water don't mix. That's why we've learned to be satisfied with another sense of being established with a voice. I don't have to be included with none of these other cats in order to feel like I'm validated.
Right.
You being on here, you being on here passionately tapped in to what I'm expressing is more valuable than me being included with anything that any other group of people have established. I'm not in need of that. At one point in life, you jump off a bridge and limit your whole perspective on life based on how certain scenarios may or may not turn out. When that was never necessary. There are things. There are so many things available in life that'll keep one content, versus what it may appear to a lot of people. I'm a grandfather, and a lot of people judge what you would think my perception of success is or was based on a couple years of my life, when that was just something that came and it was an experience in my overall experience in life. It was just something that, it did what it did. I'm still here enjoying every minute of it. I enjoy every minute of that. Even the individuals that I find myself in the process of laughing at, it's not based on me not enjoying the experiences. It's based on the way they related to me post the experiences that caused me to laugh at them. On my mama.
Yes, sir. You absolutely correct. I just want you to see where my passion is when it comes to aggressively supporting this platform and being a part of this. Because like I said, I'm not looking for anything out of this. I'm not looking for no handouts. But the way you put it, I'm glad to see a real nigga winning though.
There we go. You echo Jeter around this joint more than anyone else. Me, and you might say it more than me. I think you helped me really realize that was gonna be something we push. So just keep that on your mind, because just think.
Yes, sir.
Neither tomorrow nor was yesterday promised, man. So we winning. We constantly winning. We constantly winning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You right.
And if you have time to be dissatisfied with what you have now, you don't have no time to make your future right. We got to be happy and grateful every step of the way. And I'm not saying this to the extreme as to like, if you're on Skid Row or you sleeping on somebody's couch, you're supposed to be waking up every day laughing about it. But I know you and I communicating with one another are not in those positions.
Yes, sir.
Everything we can immediately desire to do, whether it's a need or a want, we typically can do. And there might be some extravagance that we learn that we would like to appreciate, but they're not necessities. And I don't feel that you or myself have to do anything other than reach in to take care of the things that to take care of. And that's the goal to me, not having to reach out. There's nobody running around saying I owe them. Oh man, that's awesome to me. I love that.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
Hey, BS. Look, I'm in a wheelchair, right?
Right.
And those who listening, I'm in a wheelchair.
So what room do I have? What room do I have to not be grateful for just not being where you are? But go ahead.
Right. Yeah, I'm in a wheelchair, so we having an experience right now. We all on the phone. We all talking. We all laughing. We all appreciative. I'm thankful for being a part of the program, homie. You know what I mean? You put me on the screen, so I'm thankful for that, and I'm highly grateful. So I'm just, enjoying the experience. So I'm in a wheelchair, so everybody should be thankful. If you get up and walk right now, run, ride a bike, be grateful for that. Be thankful for that. You feel me? Be humble.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that's I got a little brother that's in a wheelchair. Shout out my boy Derek in Arizona. And not only is he in a wheelchair, Derek could not very well get on the phone and articulate himself like Blue Jay just did. His time in the wheelchair affects more than just his physicality. It also affects his mental. So when you're looking at levels of things to be grateful for, man, Man, oh man. I be seeing dudes that are way younger than me that I haven't seen in a while. When I see them, bro, just their physical condition, and they be having like all white hair. I be like, damn, man, I'm so grateful, man. Guess what? You sounded kind of angry, Vicious V. Can I ask you to do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Don't get mad. Get money. Get like me. You feel me?
Right. We just prepared for our future life. That sounds like a good intro to a song.
Oh, future life. Why not run it? This is real near radio. Eastside Herb, Blue J, Vicious V, my boy Jay, and me. We even got a homie on here from 670. I don't even know his name, but he on here politicking with us. It's all love. The homie said future life. I am VJ Keyway. That means I do play music on this thing. He got me searching for the record. I wasn't ready. Where that thing at? Well, since it ain't popping up that quick, I'm going to just run this. This the one off the Illiterate EP. Tap in, tap out, all digital platforms. On my mama, real near radio. We live. Yeah.
Try to throw mud on my real name. Turn around and show love when the deal came. Make me wonder if they feel shame. I ain't tripping, I'ma kill game. Showed up to your show, it was so boring. Wasted time, nothing to show for it. Took my little bitch, we was both snoring. Probably had a better time going snowboard. Poor loser, always been a bad sport. Could have court and won't go if my bag's short. Fast forward, smash for it, don't ask for it. First class stamps on my passport. Tricky shit transpired on the transport. Get busy, keep that fire in the Jansport. Everything for sale, nothing is priceless. Aggressive, decisive, discussing the prices. This might be a war with us and the ISIS. Cause the hustlers fuck with the Pisces. 32 in the clip, 216s. Clear the scene, take tripping to true extremes.
They counted me out, they should not counted me in. Cause I'm counting these Benjamins. Take a loss, stay down, bounce back, I'ma be okay. Said I'm still making these money moves. I'm a fucking boss.
Making sure my name was mentioned at the end of the day was my main intentions. The po-pos promoted gang prevention. I was popping at the ops, not paying attention. A and SK, hanging extensions. Whipping them chickens, I stayed in the kitchen. Believe that crime pays in the pension. Been out the pictures since my days in detention. Making maneuvers through mazes and missions. Magical movements, amazing magicians. Mama used to say pray for wisdom. Shut up a couple prayers on my way to prison. Backyard boogies be banging functions. Hard to hang in the hood, we got a gang injunction. Straight from young niggas trying to trade me toolies. Had to told him that 40 my favorite foolie.
They counted me out, they should not counted me in. Cause I'm counting these Benjamins. Take a loss, stay down, bounce back, I'ma be okay. Said I'm still making these money moves. I'm a fucking boss.
We back live. No, it's all good. We back live. Kill Gang. Talk about chicken wings and things. We ain't even answered the 870 area code. I thought he was on here.
Talk about that Niners game tomorrow, man.
You know we don't even do major leagues. We don't do that.
I know.
Yeah, only thing we want to know about the Niners is Colin Kaepernick.
Yes, sir.
870 area code. What's happening? Oh man, I can't call it, man. Just a truthaholic. Hollering at my good people, the Google gang. What's happening with you?
Man, top of the day to you, man. First of all, to you people who are watching, man, hit that like button for the homie and shit.
Thank you.
That part. I want to chime in about what you was talking about a little bit earlier about the little Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? How I really feel about that situation. You know, right now we in a stage where we got people, that make bread, and they might go back to L.A., Detroit, wherever they come from, and go buy a restaurant or whatever. But the amount of money that they could have did, that they did with that, there's these people out of Georgia called the Freedom Organization. They done bought up like 500 acres. You know what I'm saying? The best way to, to get out, to create a Black Wall Street situation is, we got to build our own municipalities. not just buy land, you know what I'm saying, but we have to put a fire station and, you know, our own police force, you know, yada, 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 build a city up that way we have real control. Because if you go into cities like Atlanta and you go, you know, build a restaurant or buy a community, you still got to deal with the policies that control that city. And the best way we can control that, because we're not going to completely be able to escape, you know, what we deal with in, you know, the United States.
Right.
The best way to control that, you know what I'm saying, is to build it from the ground up. We got to start creating our own food sources, our own textiles. You know what I'm saying?
You are absolutely correct. That the three people that I mentioned earlier about being educated on these subjects, they constantly mention those issues that you are bringing up, or addressing. But it seems like, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I just know in general, when you hear that type of talk, it seems so impossible. It seems almost useless. Where do we start? How do you, like, when we have, like we say, that is common knowledge amongst the intelligent black people. So why is there such a large pool of people getting enormous amount of money and such a non-effort of seeing this type of thing being established? Why is it such a disconnect, you think? Not with the ignorant, broke, suffering, but with the enlightened, privileged. Why we don't see an effort such as what you're mentioning?
I think it's because of the culture that we're hypnotized in. It's popular for us to go get a '87 Cutlass and put a brand new LT motor up in it and spend $30,000 on rims and, you know, do the interior and the beat. I'm just speaking in general. In that same amount of money, you know what I mean?
You could have started
10 acres of land. And,
right.
You know, it's just we just need to re-educate ourselves and pull out of this culture that is really toxic for the next generation.
I definitely agree. And when I look at the type of work that is going to be necessary to pull some of that off, you just kind of like stop looking for such an immediate turnaround, and you got to start getting busy and realizing you got to do your part, because it's not going to be a quick fix. But like you say, there are some definite changes that have to be put in place, incorporated.
Already, OG. Well, shit, I know you got other people trying to get in. Thanks for chopping it up with your boy. Already, cuz.
Much love.
Already.
I always appreciate somebody coming in with an intelligent, well thought out perspective. Any of y'all got some thoughts on anything he said? What up with you?
They say the basketball players and the football players, like, they money, they can't do their money like that. Like, it's people overseeing their bread. That's coming from the inside. So I don't know if that's can be done if we're looking at people that tap dance and people that throw footballs and dunk and all that. I think their money is being managed, from what I'm hearing.
Now,
yeah, and to tap in on what the homie said. You know, yeah, it's cool out there in Georgia or whatever. Where he said where they bought up all that land, but out here in LA, you're not gonna be able to do that. This is $1 billion real estate, so you just can't come and buy no 500 acres of land in LA, and think that you're gonna be able to afford what it is that they're charging for.
That's another.
So
I think LA is a wrap.
Yeah, LA's a wrap, homie. If you're not, I mean, I know people that's moving way out to Adelanto and Victorville and Barstow just to stay in Cali.
Yeah, that's the only. Like, if you're a regular minimum wage earner, which could have caused you to be comfortably living in Carson and Gardena for the last 30 years, the only way you can maintain that middle-aged lifestyle out here in California is to go to them areas that you say. Otherwise, you have to have a two. Right. There has to be two incomes, definitely.
Yep.
There's no other way. There's no other way, bro. No other way.
Section 8 is over with. Section 8 is gone.
Yeah, and then the commute, depending on where your actual job, like, I wouldn't mind being in them areas where you mentioned, but I just can't be that far away from certain things. It's just, that's too far to be driving back and forth. Too far. But I know people. I know people that do it daily, cuz they come from way out there in the Antelope Valley to like the LA, Long Beach area, back and forth daily to go to work.
Now, Spider Love, you think about that, homie, that's 2 hours up and back. So 4 hours to commute. If you on the 14 leaving Palmdale or Lancaster, homie. And you spending half your life on the freeway.
And 8 hours at the job.
In the 5 freeway.
8 hours at the job. That's 8 hours at the job. So that's 12 hours of your day with that, doing that, getting to work, working, and getting back.
That's it.
Yeah.
You gotta have that small commute. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine
Gotta weigh
driving.
them options.
I couldn't imagine having to drive
Yeah.
any more than 30 minutes to work ever. Like, that's too far.
Nah, I can't do it, homie.
No.
And I did it for a minute, homie, because I stayed out in Lancaster and Palmdale. But shit, I was in LA every other day, driving down. I'm like, I can't do this no more, homie.
But you see, it's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference when you're young and you got a little female ducked off in Lancaster and you just making that run for pleasure. But when you gotta get there, rush hour, regular, every day, man, getting there probably not that bad, but getting back, I know that's horrible.
And then when you think about this part of love, man, I was when I was in Lancaster, I stayed not too far from the Walmart, right on 15th and J. And you go up in Walmart, you see everybody from Compton, from Watts, Long Beach. Everybody that moved at that time had moved out to Lancaster and Palmdale. So it really didn't make no sense to even stay out there. Everybody that had moved from LA was out there.
You know another area that went through that before Lancaster and Palmdale or simultaneously was the IE.
Yeah, San Bernardino.
San Bernardino, Rialto.
Moreno Valley.
Yep, Moreno Valley. Yep, same thing. Yep.
Yeah, that's traffic, boy. Time, homie.
What'd you say, Jay?
I said I want to tap in on something what you said earlier.
Okay. And
this goes back to Villanueva. I can't let him off the hook, homie. I'm gonna keep my foot on his neck. Villanueva got some nerve, man. I don't understand how somebody that is possibly an executioner himself, because he never did raise his pants leg up to show if he had a tattoo like the executioner.
Wow.
But that being said, the way that he took that case from Gascon, like what the homie said earlier about Jackie Lacey, was spot dead on. The minute that Gascon get in and he looked like he want to show the hood some love or not prosecute as many crimes that Jackie Lacey did to blacks and browns in the hood, all of a sudden it's a problem. I ain't never in the history of LA seen where a sheriff then took the case from the LA district attorney and then brought the feds in. I ain't never seen that.
Right.
And
comfortable saying the reason why we did it is because we had a conversation with them and we weren't satisfied with the plan they had as far as charging. That's the reason. Now it's otherwise. This is the people that will handle it. But now, okay, guess what? We giving it to the feds. Go ahead, keep building.
And then, I think a lot. And another thing that flew up under the radar. A lot of people don't realize what I was just reading in the Sentinel, where the old boy, Anthony Brown, had ended up the one that brought Lee Baca down, and his department. He got $1 million settlement from the county, right?
Uh-huh.
And remember, they was hiding him in the Twin Towers. They had the feds that gave him a cell phone, and then and it's a lot to unpack here, but I want to unpack this because I need you to hit it, Spider Low.
Okay.
So the old boy Anthony Brown, who just got this $1 million settlement, he's the direct reason why Lee Baca and Tanaka is what I want to focus on. Tanaka got convicted and sent to prison. Now, Tanaka was the same investigator that was overcharged of Christopher Dorner's case. When Dorner went on that rampage and claiming racism in LAPD and everybody said he was crazy, now now the shit comes out in the wash that Tanaka, who Dorner's daughter, Christopher Dorner killed his daughter and an old boy down in Irvine. and everybody was saying, "Oh, he crazy, whoopty whoopty whoop." Well, now it came out that the sheriff's department is just as corrupt as Rancroft and Perez and Daryl Gates. All of them is corrupt, homie. So with Bill and Waiver taking the case from the LA District Attorney and bringing in the feds, just goes to show that Bill and Waiver is as crooked as Baca, he is as crooked as any sheriff that we didn't ever seen, from Baca and then going back to Chief Daryl Gates. So Bill and Waiver don't hold no weight, man. I just got to speak on that, man, because that gets me how he able to get away with the shit that he able to get away with because he's the sheriff.
But look at this. This what y'all don't realize, bro. This what you don't get. This what you don't realize, bro. And this is what everybody failed to realize, it seemed like. As soon as the numbers got predominant that way, and now they got somebody with that last name in that position, it's let my people go. They the ones filling it up.
He can do whatever he want to do.
But just think, that's how they operate from the ground up. As much as they can, it's about the liberation and the freedom of my people and getting it better for them on every level. And especially, like, I don't want to put nothing out there too much, but they people that's considered amongst the criminal world, that they be tapped in all the way around. Like, just think about it. You're dealing with the people that's extension of the cartels. And when it comes to the cartels in Mexico, when they situations get bad with the polices and the district attorneys, heads end up on front doors and all that. Wow, yeah. So the trickle down, hey, I just seen it, bro. Just know this. From the regular casual side of life, I've seen and been off duty in the presence of some of these cats. And because I'm the only one of my color and I was invited by a white, and the general conversation, everybody else here already is generally aware of what dude is going through. I'm considered cool. But I've been around some of these dudes that's going through some of these allegations with the feds that got that shield. They not black, they not white. And you could just tell by their posture and the way the whole conversation is going on with everybody that, yeah, they got the tattoos and all that. It's real.
Yeah.
And it's like, just think, you seeing this in a casual setting because you had an invitation to be somewhere lounging and you exposed to this, and you already then gave him a fist dap, and you already agreed with a few things he said. Then the person whisper in your ear and tell you who he is. And now it ain't no on site, you just changed. But I done been around some of these dudes when it was cool and not even knowing I was around them.
Yeah. And that's crazy, Loke. But and the thing about it, Loke, is that the when Compton paid Dante Taylor's family $7 million when they killed him in Compton, and the family got their money. It was the insurance paid that money without the sheriff even having to admit any wrongdoing. But they killed their brother, and it was documented that they killed their brother. But it don't matter when the sheriff department close ranks around each other, they close ranks, and it don't matter how much wrong they did. They feel like, do as I say and not as I do, and that's the problem I got with Billy's Way, man. I just don't. I don't feel safe driving in any sheriff patrol area to keep it 100 with you. If I'm in Linwood, I don't care where I'm at.
Right.
If I know that I know sheriff found. I know the sheriff found. Put it like that.
But I figured out with the sheriffs too. Hey, Chili, that's your background. Chili.
That ain't me, Nate.
When I mute you, it go away. Then when I unmute you, it came right back. Sound like that turkey bag.
Is it doing it now?
Nah, it's gone now. Sound like that turkey bag. We got.
Oh no! See, after somebody, I'm in traffic. Tilly, I'm trying to get on that side of the mountain.
It sound like traffic.
Better to make this move. See.
718 area code. You from New York? 718. He got up out of here. We scared him away. Hey, Chili, hey,
Okay.
hey, I feel you though, Jay, because, but you know what? It's a cold thing as far as I had developed over the years like a comfort with the sheriffs because you know they basically was looking for dope and guns. So if they wasn't gonna find no, if you could have weed and liquor and be cool over and over and over again, warrants, as long as the warrants ain't for no felony way out shit, no seatbelt, no
that's
nothing.
real.
So
That's
I had
real.
developed, but I also have gotten overpressed and violated by them. Off like this is my thing. What fucked me up about the sheriff. This is where it took the cake. I left a lot, bro. I left a lot like in 17 with a 15. Like with a 2015 Charger in 2017. Paper plates. Just left Enterprise car sales. Drove from Long Beach to Compton, going down Central, cross over Alondra, get blurred by a black one and another one. The first one, hands on the steering wheel like this, when they pull up, first thing the officer do is grab your forearm and say, exit the vehicle. So just think, I'm me. I just bought a car. Everything is A1. L, you got it. I got L's every shit. I got every shit. You can't leave without insurance. I got every shit. So I go into the super nerd mode like, why are you grabbing me, sir? Like, what you know about I'm eventually, but it's a twist in the little story because it's a cup like this, right, with a little bit of yak. The homie in the passenger seat from Santana, Lil AJ, I asked Cuz, I say, Cuz, can you swallow that yak? He's like, Cuz say, it was my cup though. Cuz say, he say, on my mama, Cuz say, yeah. So I don't think about the cup no more. Woo. So woo, I'm doing my whole little nerd shit. Woo, wah. But so all he had to see, he telling me he pulling me over because of paper plates. I'm like, paper plates? I just left the lot, sir. I got everything. Woo, wah. So what? Now I'm out. Wah. Cuz had some warrants. He went to jail for the warrants. And he tried to get me in the long run to pay for the drink ticket, cuz he didn't drink the drink, cuz. They gave him a ticket for open container. No, and like on the scene, he took the ticket like it's his, but he had the attitude looking at me kind of like I'm supposed to take it. So you got me fucked up. Then I didn't take it because nigga, you know, look, I asked you, cuz, I say, cuz, can you? It's only about this much in there, and I'm already on. I'm gotta finna talk to these people. So I'm like, I asked him if he would have said no, I was finna down it. Cuz I say, cuz, can you drink that? He like, yeah. So I'm thinking we Gucci. He didn't even drink it, bro. So that's yours. Somebody tell me, real near radio, am I right or wrong? Is that mine or his, cuz? Cuz in the long run, cuz he tried to call me one day. He was going to court and had to pay a ticket on it or something and tried to act like he wanted me to pay. Tell me how much he had to pay like I'm supposed to take. Cuz that's the homie, but ain't he shitty, y'all? Keep it real.
Yeah.
He's shitty, Chili.
Yeah.
And he didn't have no reason why he couldn't drink it. He should have just knocked that down.
And if he
when you said you were gonna do it anyway, you supposed to stand on that.
Bro, just Chili know me. It's back then, if the day I'm at the lot, I'm on one too. So, like, I've been knocking it down to eat that because I'm on a boop, and now so now I'm finna holler at these people. I don't really need to take the little but on my mama, I'm a if you say you can't if you wasn't in the car, I would have just you like it was I'm like I couldn't pay for it though. On my mom, I couldn't do it.
Hey, Spider Love, hey, you just brought some a memory back, man, with something you said. Niggas can get creative when we want to, Spider Love. Nigga, I drove around on paper tags for a whole year. Back then, they wasn't really tripping on paper tags.
Yeah.
But I got creative. I drove up. I had a Lexus, like an old Lexus at the time. I drove up there on a Wilshire to the Lexus dealership. I got the borders, I got the Lexus of Beverly Hills borders that go around my plate, and then the paper Beverly Hills tag. I said, give me all that. Man, I drove around for a whole year on that shit. Didn't get pulled over.
That's clean.
Give me all that. Beverly Hills, like, oh, okay. He didn't got. He's from like, you know, that was my mentality. Like, they looking at Beverly Hills. That's all they looked at. The police didn't fuck with me for a whole year on paper tag.
You know another testament to that? I realized my mother would drive around in the same environments for years with no tags and not get pulled over. And they be really profiling my nigga. They'll see an old lady and just give her the pass. Like, oh God, they see one of us. Anything is a reason to get on us. Anything. I had them get on me before, and they told me they got on me. They told me they got on me because I had the air freshener tree hanging on my mirror, cause that's an obstruction of my vision.
Hey, Tilly.
Huh?
Hey, Tilly. Why when the officers in the city see you got a little common courtesy, yes sir, yes sir, yes. You know, they try to go a little harder on him, man, like a nigga fair. Like,
look, cause you know what?
I know you the man with the gun. You know, I ain't finna be disrespecting you. You do what you gotta do. Right. But then when they see that, they like, they ain't doing this.
No, you know what you are? You know what you are? You are immediately an asshole. As soon as you approach them politely and firmly, honestly, you an asshole, bro. And now you finna get the asshole treatment. Because I know me personally, what I really realize I encounter, when I go to my nerd mode, they be intimidated. They know they can't really back and forth me. So now, but it's also added, I don't know, some in my demeanor where I'm always getting that I'm being intimidated. I don't get it. I'm in the car sitting. I don't know, it's just something about the way I present my presentation that make it seem like I'm aggressive. Even with them, when I'm using all big words, no cussing, I'm right. I still get the response from them like I'm being the aggressive one, cuz.
Hey, it's how you look, that luster. Yeah, how you look, bro.
Oh, my mama.
Hey, I got some business I gotta handle, and I gotta head over to my mama. Whatever, we're about to celebrate her birthday early. So.
Happy birthday to Mom Dukes.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday to Mom
on the
Dukes.
18th. We just doing it over the weekend, though. You know.
Well, mine on the 19th, so happy birthday to Mom. All right.
Yeah, stay blessed, all right?
Jeter. That's Vicious V up out of here, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Bitches big love you, big bro. That's all it is. Big, you know, see it like
hey, Tilly.
Yeah.
It look like it's gonna rain out there.
I ain't really seen, but I heard on the thing that it's supposed to rain. On the talk radio. Talk radio yesterday said some water was coming this way, another storm. Supposed to be like snowing in Utah, wet out here. You already on the highway?
Nah, but I was gonna do that car washing, but I don't think I am.
Nah, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't force the issue. You dig a lies?
Right.
Just to all my folks on the line, Blue Jay, Eastside Herb, and Jay, just letting y'all know we got 36 more minutes on this phone line. In the meantime, I guess it won't hurt to play a little music for those listening, but I'm only playing under one condition. Confused?
Real talk.
Confused? Let me see where confused
Between the lines?
Why do it seem? Oh, I ain't got no.
Remember.
Oh, confused. Confused. That's we ain't played that in that long. They go Future Light too from the last one. Of course, Confused. Available on all digital platforms. Trey Legend on the hook. Me and my boy Blue Smurf, when we come together, we like to say BS and BS. I'm Baby Spider, he Blue Smurf. Baby Activity at his finest. That Mafia Light. Oh, that's the wrong shit. Hold on, y'all. I didn't mean to do that. I had said it all. Like, said my little shit.
Today has been such a lovely day.
Aha!
tea and the Russian cream. Whole team counting thousands, it was just a dream. Big blunts to the neck, get me high quick. In the trap, watching shotters on the 5-stick. 4K, 60-something on the inside. Pastrami and chili on the French fries. Piecing up for the homies on the inside. Evil East side, in hood, could've been died. Liberated, cause the paid lawyer litigated. Mitigated, keep the cognac refrigerated. Getting faded in the 5-star, niggas hate it. Last time I demonstrated, it was nickel plated. He ain't had no win against the 4 fin. Just went on one, and I'm down to go again. But then, I'd rather sip tequila. Kick my feet up, turn the beat up, never put my heat up on E.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah. I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up.
Big M's on a baseball cap, I'm from the Mac. Styrofoam cup full of Remy Martin, all cognac, no chase. I used to duct tape the 38. Riders hanging out where it ain't safe on a Tuesday. Patron bottles, Magnum hollers, we get it in. Active like every day, not only on the weekend. Baby say she can't swim, just put your feet in. Take a shot of this tequila and stay away from the deep end. For death though, I'm too deep in. Mafia, on that BS, Blue Smurf and Baby Spotter. Gold rag around my neck or in my pocket, can't give it up. Blam on me in the function, wish I would put it up. Got me turned up, thinking about the old days. Homie and op, remember all my head up fast. But then, I'd rather chill and kick my feet up. Mafias and ECs, the real riders link up.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah. I'm thinking it's
That's titled Oh Yeah, Confused. Probably should have came with a different title, but for some reason, Trey Legend sent me the hook. That's what he named it. Not
BS.
What it do, Blue Jay?
BS.
What it do?
This Blue Jay, man, I want to say, man, hey, keep mashing, man. Keep your foot on the gas, man. Ain't nothing but brighter days in front of us, cuz. And I like how you put your platform together. I like the congregation that you have on there, man. Hey, man, and keep smiling for us, man, because we all going through this pandemic type situation, and there's a lot going on. So it's good to see you on here, BS, and all the rest of the congregation, man. Much love to y'all, man. Y'all keep your head up, cuz.
Much love, Blue Jay.
Man, Jeter. Yes, sir, Jeter.
Hey, tell me this.
Stay strong.
It's Eastside Herb and Jay left. Check me out, Jay. LAJ. What do you do, or what do you think when you get your money down at the docks, right? Getting some bottled water. Then somebody come in the chat room and keep putting paragraphs saying, people in Los Angeles, stay away from the beach. As tsunami is coming, it will take you out. She keep putting this. Spot alert, Los Angeles. People, listen up. There's a tsunami coming. You guys be safe. There's an underwater volcano in the ocean that erupted and make a tsunami going to come through California. What the? Wait, I need y'all, anybody that care about me, can we look up the validity of this claim?
Okay, well I can tell you this, homie, and this is just keeping it 100 with you. I was a baby. I survived 71. I was a grown motherfucker. I survived Northridge 94, and it's been quakes. It's been fires. It's been all kind of shit that came through the land, and we still standing. So I ain't tripping on none of that fake ass.
Wait a minute. Look, this is my thing.
Wide sales.
So are you saying?
He worried about it because he down there by that water.
That's my thing. Like, yeah. Are you saying? are you saying? Because I wasn't born in '71, but are you saying you ain't tripping because of your survival rate, or I'm asking you from the perspective of you not down there by the water on a consistent basis? Tsunami, like, do that sound reality? Do that sound like reality? I'm just saying.
If a tsunami come, homie, I just hope I ain't nowhere near the Vincent Thomas Bridge. I ain't up on it. I ain't going across.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I'll be on that thing. I'll be on that thing like daily. So that's all my
on
dwelling.
Vincent Thomas?
What? Daily. Daily. And look, I remember as a kid.
That's how he get to where he needs to go.
As a young dude, just being a young nigga, like, I remember I used to avoid that thing. Like, just it used to give me butterflies, like roller coasters. And now I be on it. I be on it.
I don't like being on it.
I be on now. I had no choice. Like, that's why I eat. Like down there, like on my mama. I thought you knew that. So
no, I know you at the dock, homie, but I didn't know you be on that Vincent Thomas like that.
Oh yeah, like very, very frequently, bro. Very frequently.
Yeah.
But just that when they say tsunami, it's just you don't want to be nowhere around none of that. Bro, I just seen some videos. I just seen some videos of what happens to them cargo ships out on the water when the ocean just say, "I'm upset."
Yeah, I seen it too, homie.
Oh, bro, that's devastation on a level.
Hey, Chili, that little horror hat ain't gonna do it, bro.
But just tell me this, with tsunami though, it's usually like a warning, right? It ain't just no out of nowhere. She warning us. That sound like Noah. If that Noah story is real, I'm listening. I'm finna look into that, bro. I asked somebody to research it.
Hey, you know one thing?
Huh?
Hey, Chili, them tsunamis, once they hit, they just wipe out. Like, it ain't no, it's going.
But you know, but like in the countries where they be expecting them, it be like an alarm go off. You be seeing the videos, people, it be coming. You can see it coming, cuz.
And I think if a tsunami come, it'll take out Catalina Island before it hits Short and Long Beach, so, homie. I think Catalina will slow it up a little bit.
But tsunami sounds so big, like Catalina might be included. All that shit close. Catalina.
Yeah, tsunami gonna knock some shit.
Yeah, that's like when it comes tsunami. That's like Carson Compton. That's the same shit to a tsunami, Catalina Long Beach.
Yeah.
Hey, Chili, it'll come from the water and land in Pasadena type.
No, I don't know if it'll go that far. They might be safety. That's why Jay wasn't nervous in the first place.
It might go Paramount or Carson.
Yeah, it might go Carson, Palos Verdes, all that. But Palos Verdes, they up on that hill. They might not really go up that hill though.
They're on that hill up in Rancho Palos Verdes.
Yeah. But all that Wilmington, San Pedro, that shit gonna be flooded.
Right.
Yeah, Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, all them beach cities will be gone, homie.
See?
San Pedro.
See? Hey, I want
all that'll be washed out.
I want the Google gang to under and over and understand. Like, remember last time we got to this point of the show, I had to go because the yak used to have me on my back. But now it's not just a thought or idea, it's a motherfucking fact. This is all water, and I'm still on track. I like that. That's how I'm getting down. All that. Like, hey, Jay, it's a real journey because the yak is the newest thing to eliminate. But before that, that yak used to be chasing a whole nother stimulant. I had to cut that out because I would do it. I started realizing, I started sounding like the testimony of not only entertainers, just people from old that went through rehab and all that, saying, I used to just do it to get through to get through what I had to do. But for this little short period of time, you get cracking, next thing you know, you done affected your next 2 days, 3 days. You be all in a whole nother war. I had to cut it loose. But I thought that I needed something to be here and to be giving up the energy to keep it engaging. And I'm learning I don't need nothing, just do me. You know what I'm saying?
And let me speak on this too, Spotted Love. You just came in my head. Something that I always think about. Something you say, homie, and it'll ring true or come back up later. But on that Taco Bell killer that when he got killed, I be like that too, homie. I be like, damn, I hope they ain't black. I hope they not, ain't nobody black involved, and because they try to paint our narrative 24/7. But I just noticed though that when it's something that we do to them, if it's black on brown crime, like the Mexican street vendors that was getting robbed, the media is quick to point out the fact that we do something to them, but they never point out when they do something to us. When those murders was going on in Harbor Gateway, in Highland Park, out in Pomona, where blacks was getting gunned down when we was being greenlit, the media never covered the fact that it was Latinos that was killing blacks. But when the script is flipped, now if it's the just like when the cop got killed, I was like, oh God, I hope they ain't black, because they gonna run with that. Or
narrative.
The Avalon, the Taco Bell. I used to be up there on Avalon and Century. I used to be at that town. I used to be with Eminem's and down there on Avalon. So I knew.
Yeah, he a day uno in the section. He know the area.
That's east side.
Yeah. Hey, but hey, look.
Yeah.
You know what I also noticed? When I also
didn't
noticed.
plan on speaking on this, but it was during that time that I ran across your homie Big Ant.
Okay, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Big Ant.
Yeah, that used to be his stomping grounds heavy, all right there.
I was on the east side a lot during that time, homie. In the 90s, late 90s, I was on the east side a lot, huh? When, like you said, when that town was cracking.
But
right
you know what I noticed?
Yeah, Eminem.
You know what I noticed?
Yeah,
And you saying some key shit.
Hey, you know what I noticed?
You saying key shit, huh?
You know what I noticed? Like in the case of the officer, and first it was like suspects, no suspects. Then they got the suspects, and now they're reporting on it, discussing it. It went from the local authorities to the feds. One phrase I never hear come up is brown on brown crime. That never even comes up. Never, like.
It never comes up.
It never comes up. It's just like a phrase they coined for us. They just attach that. If David Duke shoots Billy Duke, they don't say white on white crime either.
So yeah, I just wanted to speak on that, homie. I don't never like to form the narrative of, black against brown or brown against black or that narrative.
That ain't what it's about.
Because they paint enough of that narrative already.
Yeah, that ain't what it's about. It's been about that. It's been about that at times in life, based on the fact that the environment that I've been in dictated that. But it's never been about that with me personally. I've shared instances when I've even been incarcerated with personal friends.
Damn, that just go beat right up on my ass like that.
You be forgetting you live in front of the world, huh, Chitty?
No, I'm in this motherfucking getting the oil change. You know how you pull up and the next motherfucker they just I got this truck, bro.
But like, well, you missing the point. We was just breaking bread and you just
said. My bad, I did forget.
Yeah, you must be on that Bluetooth. AirPods.
I got these earrings in.
Them AirPods. Them is Bluetooth. AirPods is Bluetooth.
Right. I love coming up on here, chopping it up with you, though, Spotted Love. You keep it 100 on here, huh?
Hey, man, I appreciate you doing it, man. I do my best to keep it a Google, man, on my mama. I appreciate you coming on here, because what I've learned to appreciate more so than me coming in here doing a monologue, the dialogue is very much to be appreciated, and you always add something to think about, and I appreciate that. It's always, your commentary is always well thought.
Yeah, I just come on, homie. I mean, we all from LA, homie, and we just connect on a level of, they coming at us 24/7. Outsiders, they don't know about LA, homie. They can't speak on LA, but when I come on here and from day one, you speak on the real of and you represent us good out here, homie. So can't nobody never frame a narrative other than what it is, because you put it out there for the world to see, homie. You can take from you what you want, and you may still hate on us afterwards, but you still gonna get the truth, and you still gonna get it uncut and unbiased from your platform, homie, and that's why I fuck with you, huh?
Good looking, Jay, and I'm gonna continue to do that. The phone line is like winding down. Appreciate you tapping in every time. Please don't stop. Keep it a Google.
No doubt, homie. I'll get at you the next time, homie.
Much
shout
love.
On her, shout out to everybody on the panel, homie.
Much love.
For sure.
Eastside Her, we got 19 minutes, man. I'd like to wind it down, man. I'm finna, so you know it's finna get goofy. Cause like I don't know.
Nah, we gonna just let it go there.
Nah, everybody don't know you my best friend. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. I be on here trying to be all serious and make it all that, but then I'm on here with my day uno, my real near, and this is Real Near Radio. Sound like you in a high speed chase. They ain't chasing you, is they?
Hey, nah, they ain't on your boy. You know, them days, hey, Kelly, hey, shit. You know, I live a different lifestyle, man.
Oh, and speaking of that lifestyle,
clock that clock.
Speaking of that lifestyle, you the only nigga on this picture with the polo, the polyester, poly polo on. Like, you look like Coach of the Year, you know that. But I'm just doing that to say this. The reason why I'm on your head is because me, the Google Gang, and everybody listening have been waiting on an episode of Bachelor with a Spatula for so long. It's starting to feel like you pulling our chain. You sent me that little thing on IG, but you sent it like it disappeared. Poof. I can't grab it. I should have screen recorded. But I asked you to send it to me so I could show them. If y'all think Peaches is full of y'all got to see this animation this dude got to prep. Can you send it to my phone?
Man, you know I sent you, bro. That was just a little giggle, laughy. You know.
He done fought the way. And you see how I got this beanie on, right? He done sent me a little thing. It ain't nothing else, like no neck, no shoulders, no nothing. It's just his face. Like not no emoji, it's him. Like, I don't know how he did it, just his face. Then it got like a green screen fake ass, you know, like the Chef Boyardee hat, the white hat. Like, he got that on. He talking about his bachelor with a spatula. You gotta, baby, yo, man, knock that shit, man. What's happening with your spatula in your kitchen and your turkey bacon and trying to see what's shaking, man? Is you faking? What kind of moves is you making? Is you the one for the job or am I mistaken?
No, I'm original, man. It's coming. It's all in the process, man. You know, I ain't faking on the people, Chili. You know, I ain't running from the people, man. You know, it's just the timing. You know, it's the timing.
So you ain't gonna be one of them dudes that got the confidence off, but get the crumbling on camera, are you?
I mean, I'm not really a camera type guy, you know, but I do want to say this. Since you want the shit on the polo, you know, I come from white tees all the time, every day. You know, creased up jeans, fresh nights, all that. But, you know, just still being in the streets and don't want them boys on the cat. You know, I kind of changed the game to them collar shirts, man, to them polos, man, you know. So I wear them polos to keep them from staring too hard. You feel me, Chili?
Right on.
So I just want to clear that up to the world, you know. But I ain't faking on y'all, you know, it's all on the timing. The kitchen is ready. It's just me. You feel me? I got to get in there. I got to get in there for y'all.
So you must not really be a bachelor.
Real near shit.
You ain't really looking to attract. That's what it is. Because I'm just saying, if I had a partner with a platform inviting me to expose my spatula to these young ladies in order to see if anybody wanted to either help me develop it better or if they liked what I was doing with it enough they wanted to keep me company. And if I was a bachelor, I think I would have been exposed my spatula. But I don't know if you're really trying to catch her. You probably already lined up with it. You probably got that whole department of your life lined up. Hey, good looking, Mark, my nigga True Cowboy in the chat. Huh?
I said still a bachelor lifestyle, Chili. You know, ain't nothing wrong with attracting that right one. You feel me?
But Chili, at one point you telling me you ain't no camera dude. But at one point I could have swore you told me you got a ring light and all that. You was ready for me months ago.
I had to build the homie. I had to show the homie like, let me give you some props. Let me get this shit. Let me show the homie I'm over here building. You feel me? Like, just because I'm going to make these plastic bottles every day, I'm still trying to get this other little career.
What you mean? What you mean? You make these plastic bottles every day? What that mean? I know what it mean, but they don't know what it mean.
Yeah, I run a Sidel SBO2 machine on a regular, $1 million machine, 60-day week, 60-hour weeks, you know, things of that nature, you know, all production, plastic, 7-Up, Snapple, Sprite, Gatorade, and A&W,
So
a couple more.
So you telling me, so like right now, like I just drank a water, right? You make these type of bottles?
Yes, sir. We make the bottles. We don't sell them. Anybody that's listening, y'all got a plastic bottle in your house, even a Sweet Baby Ray. If you see that cursive P, that Pyru P on there, y'all know y'all boy Eastside Herb has something to do with that. You feel me?
So
I'm taking care of the world, keeping y'all from being so thirsty.
So when you go to work on any given day for a shift, how many bottles are you responsible for making on any given shift?
Roughly, I think 300,000 or better.
Wow.
Something like that.
Wow.
Maybe 150 units, 300,000 bottles.
And
you know, in a week I could bring 1 million if I'm on the right machine.
Wow. Y'all hear that? That's production. What I find it odd a lot of times is our people in particular seem to crowd a lot of the same industries when it seems like there's so many other things out there available to where somebody can find a sense of success. And it just like, I would never imagine my partner, like he say, I know him when his t-shirts used to hang to his ankles and he was buying Bonnevilles, and I was coming to his trash box buying all his dimes, and he's playing Nintendo in there with the tall skinny nigga in the dark on San Pedro and all that. I know him. I know his mama, like his whole family. So to see him come to be in a position where he running $1 million machine on a daily basis, I ain't gonna tell them people at his job he probably ain't the one to be trusting with that type of equipment. But I salute your journey, real one. Like,
ain't that about it? Yeah.
And you came a long way and you didn't do it the wrong way. So I remember, like the song say, meet Eastside Herb, you dig a lot?
Hey, you know, always was a strong hustler, man. Just had to change the game. You feel me?
When you changed your mind from street life to work life, did you go straight to a job like you have now? Or was it a journey? Did you have any jobs before this, or was this your first job?
Oh, no, it was a journey. It was a journey, Chili. Me coming from the street, hey, I'm going to let the world know. Me coming from the street, not knowing nothing but to bust it down. You know, y'all can read between the lines. Yeah, my first job was Wally World. I was at Walmart, man. I was working in the back inventory, man, and you know, I just got in the feeling of clocking in. I just wanted to see how it was.
Chili, what's that nigga name? What's that nigga name on the commercials? I used to always call you his name.
Oh, your boy D-Rail.
D-Rail. D-Rail was like their spokesperson. I used to always like call him D-Reezy. Go ahead.
No, but you know, it was just a process, man. You know, wanting more. You know, got involved with clocking in at Wally World, still kind of wiggling out the streets a little bit, and you know, kind of stuck.
So Chili, you had went
with it, man.
Chili at that point. Chili, at that point, you had went from the east side to the OC, though, huh?
Yeah, I was in the OC.
It was a journey,
east
like
side to the OC.
Homie went from the east side to the OC to the VV. Like, I feel you though. Like, you feel me? You feel me?
I'm on the other side of these mountains. Like right now, when I look at the mountains, they just snow. It's just snow all on the mountains. But you know, I'm on the other side of these mountains now, and making plastic bottles. You know, and a few other things that I got my hands in. But we just gonna keep that like that. But you know, we just making it, bro. We just making it.
Man, you know I always appreciate you tapping in, man. My day, you know, you roll with me to the last minutes. This line will be live for 9 minutes. I don't know if we got to bleed the whole 9. I know you got some things you might want to do with your time. Appreciate you tapping in. We will rap again. We need you, not just to be getting at you about it, but we really want to see the bachelor with the spatula. You dig a lot?
Say no more, bro. Hey, content you need, content is key. I got you.
Don't got me. Let's get it done.
Well, shit, let's make halves later. I'll see you in a minute.
All right, tell me this. Can you do me one favor? Can I get a Jeter? Quit being scared. Why you didn't say yeah? What it is? What's the favor? Scary ass nigga. You thought I was gonna ask you to light the screen up again, huh?
Oh, that's what you ain't gotta ask me. You know I ain't got nothing to you.
Oh, you got it.
When that happened, I don't know my...
Bro,
hey,
you know what you just told these people? You just told these people
you know,
you spend 60 hours a week managing $1 million machine, making millions of bottles a week. You got something. We ain't dumb. You gonna insult us to make us feel like we stupid? We ain't stupid. And you just said you got some...
Salute, Chili. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
All right.
And salute.
Yeah.
We know who got it.
All I asked for was a Jeter.
Jeter.
My
Really,
nigga.
Mac, be about the money at all costs. Eastside Herb in the building, finna bounce and get this day started.
I
Tap
see.
in on your boy, IG.
What's your IG?
Eastside Herb, 7 Baymax. I'm out this stack. All right. Oh, Eastside Herb, 7 Baymax. I fuck with the Eastie guys.
And
you know what it is.
What's your OnlyFans?
Oh, you got one of them, Chili? Let the world know. I knew you had another side hustle, bro. You cold. You one of the coldest hustlers I know. My man.
Hey,
My
look.
Nia.
Hey, look, I'm in the store one time, right? I'm grabbing some blunts. I grabbed the P9 Easy, the P9, the PZIE, I grab it. Nigga in line gonna say, LG, you finna go get your OnlyFans cracking? I say, what? Hell no. I say, well, that's what you be on? He like, no, but my boys do. They be making ends. I'm like, man, you weird as I'm out of here on you with that whole little question.
He see you grab at him.
I'm like, oh, man. Now
Can't gotta find a website like.
Oh no, you just got here sticking movie like that. You feel me? It's all gravy. It just don't go.
Buy it after Dorton. Buy it after hours, like.
There you go. It's all gravy. Just don't go, Davy.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, man, you know how we do it when we do what we do, man. I'm gonna tap in on.
Say less, pay less.
Fail.
We getting rich off beats.
Short fuse with the long clip. Think I'ma slip, you fucking with the wrong crib. End of the road, part of the journey. Get up off that gurney, gotta call the attorney. Time is money, mine kinda expensive. You can find me minding my business. Love blind, I see y'all hate me. Sleep with one eye open, heat off safety. Smoking medicated dope in my own lane. Sophisticated scope with the long aim. On one, out here hitting corners. On us, better act like you know, cuz I'm in a function by myself. With number some stuffed inside my belt. Same old loc with a bit more money. So run me my dough and get demo dummy on
Demonstrations. Let a nigga try to trip right now. I got situations, baby. Said a nigga doing demonstrations. Beat the box on the bitch like it needed an initiation, baby. Rich blood, strip club, the bitch hugging me, talking about she loving the thug. Getting me all in the club with the snub with me. Yeah, she heard about the dick and I got drugs in me. Ooh. Cold nigga, turn the bitch a go get it. She gon' leave here a square, return a hoe nigga. Go Gorilla, front line PI dope dealer. Bottom line, I'm a figure rope nigga. I can see this shit. Burner on my hip, it's never in the whip. Real gangbangers know the manuscript. Got my eye on the homies and I watch the crib. Heavy on my tip, cause niggas is pushing politics. And Dimmer Lane is my affiliation. Let a nigga play the day, I got the situation. I leave a pussy bleed like administration. Stretch a nigga like a limo, give a demonstration. Demonstration. Let a nigga try to trip right now. I got the situation, baby. Said a nigga doing demonstrations. Beat the box on the bitch like it needed an initiation, baby. Okay,
Okay, I guess I must have missed the memo. But since I'm here, might as well give a demo. Doctor say something with my mental, cause every gunshot sounds like an instrumental. I blow blunts till I'm bronchitis. Tell her put your mouth on the bitch but don't bite it. If I put it in the bag, niggas gon' buy it. Any coast to the streets, then I'm gon' buy it. That from day one, I ain't have to get quartered on. Squeeze you with the needle, we shots like cortisone. So by the cortisone. Watch killers turn snitch and hurt my cortisone. I went to war for any penny they was shorted on. Even they steaks off the place that they snorted on. Reported on by some niggas I supported. Got wiretaps and pics, same phone they recorded on.
Demonstrations. Let a nigga try to trip right now. I got situations, baby. Said a nigga doing demonstrations. Beat the box on the bitch like it needed an initiation, baby.
Hey, I'm finna get up out of here. Not faded, not burnt, none of that. Feeling good. It's much better to have a yak in my cup. I could just drink water and keep backing it up. You dig a lies. We'll be back at it, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me on my mama. I ain't gonna do no long outro or none of that. Put y'all through none of that. But do me a favor, like, subscribe, share. Keep it a Google. Don't get mad. Get money. Be about your money at all costs. Tap in at BayMaxStreetwear.com. Follow up on IG. It's Spotalo, the most easty, number 7. All that old good stuff. I don't know. I don't even be saying that. I'm really just saying something to try to make sure I got loaded up. What I want to have loaded up. Keep it a Google. Jeter.
Smack with that puzzle. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. Can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be everything that they wanna be. Yeah.